Active Directory discovery methods. Active Directory discovery methods are very important. How many types of Active Directory discovery methods? We will see now. SCM console is opening. While opening the SCM console will hit the SQL database. Background SQL database will be there. In background SQL database services should be start. We will see about our SQL services. MS SQL Server, this is our default instance name. Agent is started, running status. MS SQL Server, it started and it's in running status. If the service is stopped, then SCM console won't open. Go to administration, hierarchy configuration, discovery methods. These are all the discovery methods. All are disabled except heartbeat discovery method. Please make a note, by default heartbeat discovery method is enabled. Please make a note now in your books. Entry question is, by default which discovery method is enabled? Heartbeat discovery method is enabled. Configures interval for configuration manager clients to periodically send a discovery data record, that is DDR. What is DDR? DDM we will see later. DDR means DDR record contains hostname, IP address, subnet mask of the client system. The heartbeat discovery configures interval for configuration manager clients to periodically send a discovery data record to the site. By default, heartbeat discovery method is enabled. Remaining all are disabled. See here. The site code is 111. If I assign the site code while installing the SCM server 100, then it will show here 100. If I assign the site code 999 while installing the SCM server software, here it will show site code 999. So there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 discovery methods are there in SCM 2012. If you see in SCM 2007, discovery methods are different. In SCM 2012, Microsoft introduced Active Directory Forest Discovery Method. This is a new discovery method from SCM 2012 onwards. Okay, Active Directory Forest Discovery Method, Active Directory Group Discovery Method, Active Directory System Discovery Method, Active Directory User Discovery Method, Heartbeat Discovery Method, Network Discovery Method. Before the directory discovery methods, Active Directory is there. Active Directory to SCCM syncing protocol is LDAP. What is LDAP port number? Anybody? Active Directory means DC to SCCM communication protocol is LDAP. Anybody LDAP protocol port number? We already discussed.
389.
Yeah.
389 is the LDAP protocol.
MSTSC port number?
It's lightweight direct access protocol, right?
Yeah, this one. Yeah, LDAP is lightweight directory
Sorry?
access protocol. Yes, correct.
Hello?
Hello?
That shows only all the user IDs information, right? The LDAP
Yeah, correct.
carries all the user IDs.
Yes.
Thank you.
MSTSC is.
And where that? Okay. Sorry.
Yeah, tell me.
No. Actually, there are some files, right, to store this user IDs info. I'll discuss later. I mean.
Okay. MSTSC port number?
489, is it?
3389. SSL port number?
SSL
443. HTTPS, all these port numbers will come.
8080, right?
Which one?
Localhost is
HTTPS 443. SMB, server message block. We should by heart everybody SMB protocol port number. SMB is very popular in last year. That's the protocol affected ransomware virus. Around 80,000 companies through SMB only. SMB 445. POP3 110. SMTP. Anybody knows SMTP?
mail transfer protocol, right? SMTP.
Yes. If this port is blocked in your company, you cannot send any email to external.
Simple mail transfer protocol.
25. By heart all these. These are all very basic.
Let me note down all these things.
Please make a note. Who am I?
Who am I is to know that active user, right?
Active
That
user,
is
correct. Who logged in my computer? If I type who am I, then it will show active user. Everybody make a note on by heart. These are all minimum for L1 desktop support who are going to the interview. So not only for this one, even L3 also they will ask. Recently, our student package is 14.5. He went one interview. They asked the port numbers. They asked the port number SSL, HTTPS, and one more port number is there. DNS. DNS port number 53. Telnet.
23.
Wonderful. FTP.
21.
Yeah. TFTP.
20.
Okay. DHCP server port number.
57.
Which one?
67.
Yeah, 67. Correct. DHCP client port number
68.
68. TFTP 69. Correct. OSD, you have to enable all these three. Anyway, DHCP, these ports will be enabled. If this port is blocked, you cannot install the OS to the client system. This is mandatory. And I am the SCCM server. You are all the client systems. You people install software center that is called SCCM client, SCCM client version. Even SCCM client also will have one version number. So you are all install the software centers in your laptop. I install SCCM server. And the SCCM server are all the client systems. Between you and me, the communication is MP, management point role. Okay. Basic points. Everybody make a note. Please make a note all these. I should ask all these on the first day itself. Because of these are all very important. Okay, make a note. So Active Directory to SCCM server, the communication protocol is LDAP, that is port number 389. I will make a note here. One more time, please make a note. Okay. SCCM console to SQL database is SMS provider. SCCM client PCs to SCCM server, the communication is MP role. MP means management point role. Okay, these three things are very important. Don't confuse here. Domain controller to SCCM server, the communication. Domain controller, user IDs will be there, groups will be there, R relations will be there, IP subnets will be there, sites information will be there. All these information will carry by discovery methods into the SCCM server from the domain controller over the protocol LDAP. That is the architecture. Second one is SCCM console to SQL database. The communication is, the transport mechanism is SMS provider. SMS provider is a component. It is not a role. It is not a feature, or it is not a protocol. Make a note clearly. And SCCM server to client systems. Primary site can support up to 1 lakh devices. In your company, 1 lakh systems are there. 1 lakh systems to your company SCCM server, the communication is, the transport mechanism is MP role. Management point. Please make a note 3 points. Let me know once you return.
Is there any management pack concept in SCM?
Management point concept, this is management point means it is role. Management packs means that is come under SCOM. SCOM.
Yeah, because that is only through that management packs only the agent customized monitoring will be done.
Yeah, correct.
So like that, is there any concept in SCM? No,
No,
right?
no. That is
So
different.
only management points and distributed points will take care of primary and secondary sites, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Everybody read about MP role and distribution point. If MP role is broken in your system, in your company, 1 lakh systems will not communicate with the SCM server. Okay. Written 3 points, everybody. Hello.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. Total discovery methods: Active Directory Forest Discovery Method, Active Directory Group Discovery Method, Active Directory System Discovery Method, Active Directory User Discovery Method, Heartbeat Discovery Method, Network Discovery Method. By default, Heartbeat Discovery Method is enabled. Remaining things we have to enable. Manually. So we'll go through the notes. So SMS provider, first point. SMS provider is a component. SMS provider is not a role or feature. It is not a protocol. SMS provider is a component which fetches the data. That means it will bring the data. It will capture the data from the SQL database to your SCCM console. SCCM console is nothing but projector. SQL database is the background thing. So SMS provider is a component which fetches the data from the SCM database, that means SQL server, to the SCCM console. If SQL is stopped, then SCCM console will not open. You can also move the SMS provider to another computer after the site is installed, or install multiple SMS providers on additional computers. WMI. Windows Management Instrumentation. Vim file is different, WMI is different. What is Vim file? Vim file means Windows Media. WMI means Windows Instrumentation, Windows Management. Please make a note, both are different. Vim file we will use in the OSD part. .wim, custom.wim, reference.wim, boot.vim file, install.vim file. We will use to prepare the capture the images in the OSD part in SCCM server. WMI will bring the hardwares in the sense serial numbers. WMI, see, if you apply the command WMI in your command prompt in your systems, it will show the serial numbers, product numbers. WMI is a query language. Made a note, everybody, 2 points. Okay. WMI users with information about the status of local or remote computers. So if you apply the command WMIC BIOS get serial number, you will get the serial number of your system. If you want to get my system serial number, yes, you can get the serial number also for the remote systems from the WMI console, WMI queries. It also supports such actions as the configuration of security settings and changing system properties, settings and changing permission for authorized users and other user groups, assigning and changing the drive labels. Your drive letter in your laptop D, if you want to change it to E for England, yes, you can change. That is also will work by background. That background thing is WMI. If you are changing the system properties, my computer right click properties, you will change the pixels, whatever it is. All these things will work through WMI, background thing. This is a background procedure. Even WMI also will corrupt sometimes. If the WMI corrupts, you can upgrade or you can repair it. If WMI corrupts, I faced one issue in Exchange servers, 3 numbers Exchange server issues. I faced blue screen issues in the 3 Exchange servers. We contacted Microsoft. They suggested to upgrade the WMI. We upgraded. Then the issues got fixed. Scheduling processes to run at specific times. Task schedulers, when you want to schedule the task schedulers, these type of things will run by WMI background. backing up the object repository, and enabling or disabling error logging in. These are all the things backend will work by WMI. Not only these things, if you want the serial number of your system or remote system, whatever it is, all these things, once you apply the group policies will hit the client systems through WMI, they will sit in the system. WMI is the background thing. What is BITS? Background Intelligence Transfer Service. Simple, it will transfer the data bit by bit. Asynchronously to transfer files in the foreground or background, controls the flow of the transfer to reserve the responsiveness of other network applications and automatically resumes file transfers. If you see in Windows 10, if you are copying something, you can pause it. Remember, you can stop the copy status. After 1 hour or 2 hour or 10 minutes, again you can start it. Pause option is there. If you see in Windows XP, there is no pause option. If you see in Windows 7, there is no pause option. Remember? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Or it will resume where it stopped while transferring the data. RDP means remote differential compression. It will compress and decompress the data or computers and transfer the differences between two objects over a network using minimal bandwidth. If you configure this, it will take only minimal bandwidth. If anybody knows about branch cache also will come under in the same topic. LDAP port number 389, it is the protocol fetch the data from the Active Directory to SCCM server. What kind of data? Sites information, subnets information, groups information, host names, computer names, information, user IDs information. So all this data, whatever the data is there in the AD, all this data will be shown in the SCCM console. We will enable the Active Directory discovery methods, then it will show the data. LDAP. Lightweight Directory Access Protocol is a protocol for enabling anyone to locate organizations, individual and other resources such as files and devices in a network, whether on the public internet or on a corporate intranet. See, this is the diagram. SCCM to your domain controller, the communication is LDAP. LDAP port number 389, lightweight directory access protocol will fetch. We have to use the word fetch. For general human language, I am using bring. So LDAP will fetch the data from the Active Directory to SCCM. The data is what kind of data? Sites information, subnets information, user IDs information, groups information, computer names information. Discovery methods. Discovery methods are fetch the data from the Active Directory to the SCCM database. First of all, the data, how it will come, see here. Your domain controller is hosted here and your SQL database is hosted here and SMS provider is there. SMS provider is not visible. It is a just component. It will be there in the SCCM console. Here you have installed the SCCM server. So Active Directory domain controller, you have installed the IBM hardware server. SQL server, you have installed the HP hardware server. SCCM console, SCCM server software, you have installed in the Dell hardware server. Three things are in three different boxes. The communication and the mechanism between all these is domain controller to SQL database. The discovery methods will work. If we enable the discovery methods, then only the discovery methods will fetch the data from Active Directory to SCCM database first. This is the first step. Then SMS provider will carry that data. So SMS provider will fetch the data from SQL database to SCCM console. This is the actual diagram and architecture of the discovery methods. SMS provider. SMS provider is a component which fetches the data from SCCM database to SCCM console. What is the communication mechanism between Active Directory to SCM database?
Through LDAP, right? Through
Yeah,
LDAP.
yeah. SCM database to SCM console, the communication is,
SMS provider.
yeah, that's it. Yeah, keep in mute. So in 2007, if you want to see any log file, suppose you are facing some issues, you can open the log file, that is trace32. In 2012 onwards, Microsoft renamed it as CM Trace, Configuration Managed Trace. There are a lot of differences between SCCM 2007 to 2012. In SCM 2007, there are 7 discovery methods. In SCM 2012, there are 6 discovery methods. In SCM 2007, if you want to open any log file, for viewing purpose, for reading purpose, you have to open trace32. In SCM 2012 onwards, you have to open CM trace to read the logs. So Active Directory discovery methods, Active Directory discovery method. In 2007, we have 7 discovery methods, but in 2012 only we have 6 discovery methods. Default discovery method. Defaultly, one discovery method is enabled, that is heartbeat discovery method. In SCM 2012, Active Directory forest discovery method is present and it's not in 2007. It was not there. Perform the following SCM server as SMS admin. So how to enable the discovery methods? I will open the Active Directory forest discovery method. Enable Active Directory forest discovery method. See here, it's very important. What is Active Directory forest discovery? Don't think forest discovery, if you enable, it will bring all the data. It will bring only sites information and subnets information. That's it. Active Directory forest discovery configure settings to find resources from Active Directory forests. When you configure the forest discovery, it will discover Active Directory sites and subnets. In your Active Directory, how many sites are there, how many subnets are there. Manager can automatically create boundaries from this information. So Active Directory forest discovery method, if you enable and run, then it will fetch the data, only sites and subnets information from your domain controller to your SCCM server. I enabled second one. Automatically create Active Directory site boundaries when they are discovered. It will automatically create boundaries. Boundaries nothing but limitations. We will see later. Automatically create IP address range boundaries. Your IP address ranges in your company 10 series is there, class A, 192 is there, 172 is there. So based upon these IP subnets, it will create IP subnets. So Active Directory forest discovery method will run for every 1 week. This is the default value. Let me change it to 1 day. Apply. Yes. Okay. Here refresh the console. It is enabled. Active Directory forest discovery method, once you enable, once it's configured, it will fetch the data from your Active Directory. The data is sites information and subnets information only. Okay. How to open CM trace? This is CM trace. Please make a note, CM trace location in SCM 2012 onwards. For every SCM server, SCM version, this is the location, CM trace. CM trace is nothing but CM trace to view the log files. Please make a note this path. What is CM trace path? What I told today, all are interview questions only. SMS provider, all the discovery methods. Critical guys will be there in level 3, level 4. if you run the Active Directory for discovery method, what will it will fetch the data, what type of things it will come to your SCM server. Our student went in interview for MNC in Hyderabad only. They did only telephonic. They asked only simple questions, very simple questions. What are discovery methods? How to verify the client health? How to verify the client is active or not? CM trace location is this one. So let me copy paste the CM trace location on my desktop. Made a note this path, everybody.
Yes, sir.
CM trace. Do you want to make this program the default viewer for log files? Say yes. Go to file, open, here logs. The logs path is these are all SCCM server side log files. Please make a note this path. What is the SCM server side log files path? Program files, Microsoft Configuration Manager, logs. Please make a note. SCCM server side log files path is C program files, Microsoft Configuration Manager /logs. You know maybe, but you shoot in the interview. A student attended the interview in Gujarat, telephonic, they asked this question. Okay, this is the path. See here, Active Directory forest discovery is there. Open. Finishing Active Directory forest discovery method thread, that is fine. And there are no red letters, that means there were no errors. Trying to update forest FQ10 for all site systems associated with site 111. This is succeeded. Close. Minimize. Now, Active Directory group discovery method. So we have only two systems in our lab. One is domain controller, one is SCM server. Before implementing the discovery methods, we'll go to SCM server once. We'll go to assets and compliance, devices. See our devices. Our SCM server host name is DPM. Henceforth, DPM is triggered here. DPM is fetched here. DPM, we install the SCM server software inside the SCM server, and SCCM server host name is DPM. Henceforth, it came here directly. So we have to trigger only one system, that is domain controller PDC host name. And x64, x86 computers are default. These things are defaultly created. In your lab also, if you give the SCM server host name as India, then three things will come here. One is India, second is the x64 unknown computer, x86 unknown computer. These are all default things. Yes. Okay. If you give the SCM server host name as SMS, then it will come here SMS, x64, x86. If you give the SCM server host name is COM, then three things will come here. SCOM, x64, x86. We'll go to the discovery methods.
What are those 64 and 32 thing?
That is default. If you see boot images, I will show you here. Software library, operating system images, here boot images. See here, boot images, two things came because of we have installed the ADK tool.
Yes.
Once you install ADK tool, then only boot image x64 and x86 will come here. After 10 days, we will upload this content to the distribution point. Both we have to upload. That is mandatory step. Okay, we will see later that one. Discovery methods. Now group discovery method, how to enable. Enable Active Directory group discovery method. Click on add groups. If you have any groups, you can define here. Polling schedule, it will run for every 5 minutes. Schedule also will run for every 7 days defaultly. This is designed by Microsoft. So 7 days, let me put here 1 day. Options. Only discover computers that have logged onto a domain in a given period of time. So which systems are joined into the domain from 90 days? Those systems only will discover here. Those groups only will discover here. Under groups. Only discover computers that have updated their computer account password in a given period of time. The value is 90 days. Discover membership of distribution groups. Click on apply. Okay. CM trace. Go to file. So still group discovery method log file is not appearing here. So we have to do right click, run full discovery now. Active directory full discovery, run forest discovery now. Once you configured, you have to run the full discovery. Active directory group discovery, right click, run full discovery now. Now system discovery. So in our lab, actually forest discovery is need not to enable because of we have only single site. We don't have any other IP subnets. We don't have any other sites. We don't have any other domain controllers in Australia region or Antarctica region. So we need not to enable the forest discovery method, but we enable for practicing purpose active directory system discovery method. Now I will enable this discovery method, active directory system discovery method. Right click properties. Enable active directory system discovery method. System discovery method nothing but it will fetch the data from the active directory, that is computer host names, computer accounts, computer names, host names. Terminology is same. Enable active directory system discovery method. Current security context. So path it is asking, we can set the path SCCM. Click on OK. Polling schedule, it will run for every 7 days. Let me put it as 1 day. Active directory attributes, options, only discover computers that have logged onto a domain in a given period of time, 90 days. Our domain controller is yes. So every day we are logging in, so no problem. This option requires active directory domain functional level at least 2003. We are in the domain functional level and forest functional level is 2012, so no issues. Only discover computers that have updated their computer account password in a given period of time. That value is 90 days. I'm not changing anything. Yes. Yes. Discovery method, right click, full discovery method, click on OK. Open file, open this PC. How to view the log files? Go to C drive, program files, configuration manager, log files. See here. Active directory group discovery method. Active directory system discovery method. There are no red letters. There are no errors. Finished. Process is finished. I clearly mentioned in the document how to verify the log file. We'll see here. See. Is it came? Everybody? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Anybody worked on these discovery methods observed in your company? Hello?
No.
Okay. So, in your company around 10,000 systems are there, then 10,000 devices will be appear here if you have the single site. If you are in single site. You're working in a Hyderabad company. That company don't have any other branch. That company only we have 4 domain controllers. One is primary domain controller. Remaining 3 are backup domain controller. That means you are using a single site. Okay, in this scenario, you're having different IP subnets. Forget about the different IP subnets. So in this scenario, you have to run only the Active Directory system discovery method. That is far enough. If you want group discovery info, groups info, you can run the group discovery method. By default, heartbeat discovery method is enabled. Active Directory forest discovery method. When you will run, if you have multiple sites, if you have multiple IP subnets, if you have single site, then not required to run. So here PDC came. Now PDCs came client, SCCM server not server, SCCM client software. That means software center is installed or not? No. Site code is not assigned because of we did not install as of now the SCCM client. Client activity is active or inactive, it will show here. So we install the client and then it will assign one site code 111. So after 2 days, if you power off the PDC, then it will show here red cross mark, red into mark, and client state activity it will show here inactive. How to verify the client status is active or inactive? You can verify here for a single system or 2-3 systems. If in the interview if they would ask how to verify the client status, client health, then you have to go to monitoring here, client status. You have to tell this answer. Our student worked on SCM server 4 years. He working as a level 4 administrator. He's handling 8,000 servers plus 16,000 desktops from the SCM server. He went the interview. He did not answer this question. He simply told, I will go to SSN compliance. I will verify the client activity here. Then he asked how 10,000 systems, how you will verify? He did not answer. Simple is, you have to go to monitoring. You can check the client health status under this client status here itself. See, active clients that are passed client check or no results 0. All clients, the passed client check or no results is 0.0%. So if you have the different collections, desktop collection, laptop collection, server collection. In desktop collection, 500 systems are there. Laptop collection nothing but group. Laptop collection if you have 1,000 systems. Server collection if you have 5,000. Then click on browse, select the collection here and verify the status here. You have to tell client activity, I will check in the monitoring client status. I will check the client health in the monitoring client status. See here, client activity, 0 active. Client check, client health check is this one. So assets and compliance, how to verify the devices, where you will see the devices are triggered. How this device triggered? PDC host name came from the Active Directory to SCM server by LDAP protocol. Okay, we'll go to administration, discovery methods. System discovery is ran. System discovery we enable. After that we run the discovery method of system discovery method. Then immediately took hardly 2 seconds, 1 or 2 seconds. It fetches the systems information. Systems means computer names, computer account, host names, information to the SCM server from Active Directory by LDAP. Active Directory user discovery method. Right click properties. Once you configure, we have to run the discovery method. Enable Active Directory user discovery method. Click on browse SCCM. If communication is not there between SCCM server and the Active Directory, if it is not pingable, then it won't work. It will throw some errors in the log files. Unable to read the Active Directory database. Unable to read by LDAP. Like that, you will get some type of error. Click on OK. Polling schedule is default value is 7 days. For all the discovery methods, the default value is 7 days. Schedule Let me put it as 1 day. After 2-3 days, we will install Windows 10 client system here. Once you join that Windows 10 client system, then automatically it will come into the SSN compliance devices. How it is coming? Because of we already enabled Active Directory system discovery method, and the system discovery polling value is 1 day. Default value is 7 days. Tomorrow if I install Windows 10, if the polling schedule is 7 days, then the system won't discover here. The polling schedule, if you put 1 day and the specific time 9 a.m. or 8 a.m. So if you install Windows 10 system 11 a.m., then it will be discovered into the SSN compliance. Schedule time I'm changing to 1 days. That's it. Apply. Yes. Okay. User discovery method. You can see the user discovery method log file open. Here this PC. How to go to the log file? C drive. Here program files, configuration manager, L for London, logs. User discovery method will be there. Because of it's not showing here because of we configured but we did not run the discovery method. We forgotten. Refresh user discovery method, right click, run full discovery now, click on yes. Click on file, open this PC, C drive, program files, configuration manager, log files. User discovery method, see here. ADUSRDIS. Once you run full discovery, then this log file will be appear here. Click on open. Okay. No issues. It will bring all the data. For us, only system discovery method is enough. Found 5 objects. 5 objects means 5 user IDs. We created Exchange account and SQL account somewhat, right? Remember what we created? Okay. So finally, we had to enable one more discovery method, that is network discovery method. Network discovery method will fetch the data about the SNMP devices. SNMP port number, it is very important. In SCCM especially for the network devices, to monitoring the network devices. If your network switch is down in London, you will receive an alert in the SCCM server and you will receive an email as well. By your SCCM monitoring tool. SCCM means System Center Operations Manager. What is the SNMP protocol port number? Make a note. This is very important. Make a note. SNMP is 161. Got it? Everybody noted? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. SNMP 161. Please by heart all these port numbers. Network discovery method. Right click properties. Enable. See, there are a lot of options. If you have the network devices, should be come here, should be trigger. So generally people won't configure this. Just click on apply. Okay. Enough. So for us, main discovery method is system discovery method. We enabled successfully. We run the discovery method successfully, and it's triggered. It's fetched the data, that is PDC. If you install Windows 10 client here, Windows 7, Windows 8, Windows 8.1, 4 client systems. 4 client systems. You join into the domain, then it will bring here. And we kept the value 90 days. within the 90 days, in last 90 days, what are the systems are joined into the domain? Those systems will be triggered here. Still, we did not install the client software, that is software center, in any system. That is, henceforth it is not assigned any site code. Henceforth it is not showing the client activity status. We'll go to the document. In document, clearly I mentioned what you need to do exactly. Follow the steps, follow the yellow marks. Active Directory group discovery method, it will bring only the groups information such as universal groups, distribution groups, security groups. What is the difference between security group and distribution group? Distribution list or distribution group? Anybody? Wrong answer also, no issues.
Hari,
Yeah.
distribution list is something related to say exchange, yes?
Which one coming in?
Exchange.
It's commanded to exchange, not only exchange. Yeah, it's related to somewhat exchange, and we will use many types of file shares in file servers in Active Directory. Okay, security group, I will make a note answer here. So in your company, 1,000 employees are there. You are going to write an email for 1,000 email addresses, 1,000 users. Then what you will do, you have to type each and every email address. You know already a group will be there, mailer list will be there. One group name will be there. In that group name contains all the 1,000 user IDs, 1,000 mailboxes. Just simply you will type Hyderabad IBM, under Hyderabad IBM, 15,000 email IDs are there. You will write a mail. That group should be security group.
So a list of security groups is DL, right? DL will make it with a list of security groups or list of people.
Distribution group as well enabled, mail enabled facility is there, mail enabled feature. So you are sending email to 1,000 users. That group is, whether it is security group, whether it is distribution group, both groups you can send email. But people generally will use only for mail enabled groups, that is distribution group only. Yeah, tell me.
For permissions and access, we use only security group, right? We cannot use DL.
Yeah, that's it. That is the answer. For permissions, suppose you created one share folder. Share folder size is 200 GB something. Okay, in the shared folders, multiple folders are there, around 100. So for the share folder, if you want to assign the permissions, read write permissions or full permissions for 1,000 users at a time, you have to add one by one user ID, then you have to click on full access. Instead of doing the manual work, just you can write the security group name under the properties, under the security of the shared folder. Just you write here Hyderabad IBM or Hyderabad Microsoft, the security group name. Then under the security group, how many employees are there, they can access. That is the difference between security group and distribution group. People will think security group only for permissions, distribution group only for mail enabled. Not like that. Both are using purpose is mail enabled groups. However, security group will be used only for permissions. Distribution group will not use for permissions. It's not possible. If you see here, whenever you are creating any group, please create only security group. For distribution groups, if your management tool, please create one DL. Then you have to create only distribution group. Comparing with SCCM, AD part is very typical. Okay. New group. While creating group, see here, security group it is showing. If you want to send an email to all the employees, then you have to create distribution group. If you want assign the security group as a property, nothing but permissions assigning for 1000 users, multiple users, then you have to create security group. Okay, all the discovery methods, and follow this document. See the yellow colors and blue colors here. I mentioned clearly the theory part, what it will happen, what it will do exactly. And henceforth, you should enable the communication between the domain controller and the SCM server should be proper. Then only the discovery methods will be work properly. Okay, the discovery method, log file names. So by default, the Active Directory system discover basic information about the computer, including the following: computer name, operating system and version, Active Directory container name, IP address of the client system, Active Directory site, in which site your client system is there, that information, and last logon stamp, last logon timestamp. So here, user discovery method will bring the data, will fetch the data, username, and you are in which domain, whether you are in child domain or primary domain controller domain, main domain, parent domain, domain name information it will show, and Active Directory container name, in which container you are relating to. Okay, there are 4 types of boundaries. Boundaries we'll see later. See here, how the mechanism will work, the discovery methods, how it will work. First of all, systems are there. See here, system number 1, system 2, system 3, system 4 are there. In the 4 systems, 4 user IDs. User 1 is there in user system 1, user 2 is there in system 2, user 3 is there in system 3. Then your SQL database is there here. Then MP role is there. MP role is the communication between the DDR means data discovery record. Anybody, can you hear me? Everybody? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sorry.
Yeah. Because of my internet connection just disconnected and enabled. So
Yeah, a flip has happened, but again, we are
Yeah.
able to hear.
okay. See this diagram. You are all the systems, system 1, system 2, system 3, system 4, you are having. So in your systems, we have installed SCCM client software. SCCM client means software center. Where is the software center installed in your company? That is a client system. In server or laptop or desktop, in any OS, if you install software center, that is a client system to the SCCM server. So in your environment, system 1, 2, 3, 4 is there, users are there, and SQL database is there. SQL database to all these client systems, the mechanism is MP role. MP role will fetch the data from systems to SQL database first. Simple thing is you deployed something patching. So patching is installed in the client systems 100% or 90%. Then The MP role will bring the data record, DDR record from the client systems, and it will sit into SQL database. The MP role will sit the DDR records information into the SQL database. Once the DDR records stored in the SQL database to SCCM server, communication is who will fetch the data from SCM database, SQL database to SCM console. See your book, morning only you written. SQL data,
provider.
yeah, SMS provider, that's it. So many links are there. Client system is there, first place. Second place, SQL database is there. Third place, SCM console is there. First place, systems are there, client systems. From client systems, DDR records will carry by MP role, management point role. Since MP role is the management point role, is the communication between the client systems and the SCCM server. Before that, the DDR records information will come into SQL database. Client systems to SQL database, nothing but SCM database. The DDR records will carry by DDR records will carry by MP role, and the DDR records information stored by MP role in the SQL database. Once it is stored, the records information, DDR records information, what is the data is there. Every data from the SQL database to SCM console will fetch by SMS provider. That is architecture. Okay. DDR means data discovery record. DDM means data discovery manager. Location, program files, MCM, inbox, DDM.box. DDM contains BAT files plus DDR files will be there. DDR files is stored in DDM. DDM contains BAT files and DDR files. Where is the DDR files location? We will see later. The DDR file contains host name of the PC, IP address of the PC, subnet information of the client system. DDR will carry by MP role. MP role will make the DDR store into the SCM database. Then SCM database to SQL server. SCM database means SQL server. SQL server to your SCM console. Who will fetch the data? SMS provider. That's it. See here, how to troubleshoot the SCM console. I faced this issue in my production. Simple, you can verify the log files. So first of all, SCM database is there. First of all, you have to verify the SQL services are running or not. If the status it is showing starting, if the status it is showing stopping of the services, maybe you face this kind of issues. In Exchange servers, I seen lot of times like this. IAS admin service, sometimes it will show starting. Starting means it's not started successfully. Once it started successfully, it will show the status as running. If it is any service is showing running, then the service is working fine. If the service is showing stopping or starting, some problem is there. You have to troubleshoot the service. If you restart the server, the issues will be fixed. Yesterday, what happened in my Exchange server, IAS admin service is showing starting status. I rebooted the server, then it showed running status. So SQL database to SCM console, the middle component is SMS provider. SMS provider will fetch the data from SCM database to SCM console. WMI, Windows Management Instrumentation. SMS provider fetch the data from the SCM database to console. Which console? SCM console. Okay, there are two kind of issues. If console is not opening, if the SCM console slowly opening, if the SCM console performance is not good. Once you open the SCM console, it took around 5 minutes. Then you had to verify two things. One is WMI corrupted and verify the SMS provider component. Sometimes SMS provider also will corrupt. Or third step, first step you have to verify, anyway always you have to verify the service. If SCM console is not opening, you have to verify the SQL services. Log file name SMS admin UI log. Console issues. For the SCM console issues, you have to verify the log. See this one, SMS admin UI log. Location, this one. What is the SCCM console log file name? Admin UI log, and the path is this one. Please make a note. Because of this is SCCM 2012. I written in the book, in this notes is SCM 2007. Somewhat, some kind of only similar difference will be there, one or two differences. Simple difference. Please make a note. SCCM console log file name is admin UI log, and admin UI troubleshooter this log file. Noted? Hello? Can anybody tell noted?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Okay, this is log file parts. Please by heart, especially for the interview purpose. Troubleshooting purpose, you can go Google or see other documents from Google or my document. You can get it. Okay, this is the exact architecture between the Active Directory and SCM console and SCM database. Active Directory to SCCM console. The mechanism is LDAP. SCM console to SQL database. The mechanism is SMS provider. SCM client systems to SCM server. The transport is MP role, management point role. Don't use bring the data, you have to use fetch the data. From SCM database to SCM console, SMS provider will fetch the data. Active Directory to SCM console will fetch the data by who? From the Active Directory to SCM console.
LDAP.
Yeah, LDAP port number 389. SCM clients to SCM server, the transport is
Management point.
yeah, management point role. Management point is not a protocol. Management point is a role. LDAP is a protocol. SMS provider is a component. SMS provider you can install in other additional servers. If a SMS provider is corrupted, then SCM console won't open. If WMI got corrupted, SCM console won't open. If SQL service are stopped, then SCM console will not open. Okay, DDR records. This is the exact mechanism. This is the architecture if we have to understand clearly, I know everybody understood clearly. So it's very simple thing. So tomorrow we will see the roles. It's a very big topic, around 10 pages. Tomorrow we will configure the roles.
Tomorrow at what time the class is it?
Fine. Yes, 7:30 only.
Mhm.
Today I slept. Actually, I did not wake up. My
Yeah, is
mistake.
there any, because tomorrow is holiday, right? Is there anything we can
Oh,
start at 10 o'clock like that?
tomorrow is holiday, na? For me, not holiday actually. Tomorrow is August 15th, right?
Mhm.
So we'll start at the 7:30 only. Is it fine? Are anybody going to hometown or taking leave?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to hometown and attending for my daughter's function.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, if it is 10 o'clock or if everyone is good, okay. Else you can continue with the same.
No, I have to go to office at 11:30 only every day. 11:30 to 12:30.
Mhm.
So 10 o'clock not possible.
Yeah, if others concurrence is same, okay, we can go ahead and
Tomorrow can we take holiday? Anybody?
yeah, that's also fine.
Please tell somebody.
It's up to
Hello.
you, Parin.
Yeah, but
From
Radhakrishna, you are going to hometown, right, tomorrow?
Yeah,
So you'll reach home at?
probably yeah, similar time 7:38. I will try to connect, not a problem. Else I will. I mean, tomorrow I'll take leave. That's not a problem. As for others, respect.
Uh-huh. If you want to attend the function, that is mandatory, I know. So if you are able to attend, let me know, or else we will take
Yeah, I'm
holiday.
going actually. I reserved and I have to
Uh-huh.
go without fail.
Okay, okay.
If everyone is okay with for tomorrow's leave, okay, that's fine. Else,
Yeah, it's okay. Hari. You can make a holiday tomorrow.
thank you.
Okay, tomorrow is holiday. Okay,
Thank you all.
Okay. Because
for
I
all
don't
of you.
want
Yeah,
anyone to miss it also.
everybody.
We can make a holiday. So tomorrow.
Yeah. So tomorrow is holiday. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you all.
Thank you. Thank you all.
Bye. Bye. Okay, I will share this document to everybody. Please read each and every point about the discovery methods. There are a lot of interview questions.
Hari,
What is SMS? Yeah, tell me.
can you share all the documents starting from the
Oh, no, no, I will share day by day.
but
Because if we will share all the documents, there are 900 pages. So everybody will confuse somewhat. So I will share up to 10 documents.
okay.
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 Yeah, fine. Bye, all of you. Thank you. Bye.